¿Qué pasó?
Caballero, ¿no te vas a conectar a lo de Kunak?
Ahorita a las 9, ¿no?
Así es.
Ya voy, ya estoy aquí.
Ah, ya.
No, estoy aquí en el sanitario. Sí, pero ya voy a eso, por eso llegué un poquito más temprano.
Ok, está bien.
¿Ya tienes tus dudas?
No.
Yo voy a tratar como de una...
Vielleicht sein. Dann müssen wir schauen, sind nicht mehrere Sachen da in welcher Besprechung gehen, dass ich dann schlussendlich bin. Jetzt habe ich gesehen, da einlassen, irgendjemand kommt zu mir, der Hotel. Bist du noch da? Hallo? Okay. Claudia sehe ich irgendwie. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich jetzt noch auf Sendung bin und mich jemand gehört.
Hello, thank you all for being here. We will start soon. While waiting for others to come in, here are some reminders to keep in mind. First of all, turn off your microphone. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box, and we'll take 5 minutes to answer your questions at the end of the presentation. Thank you. Hello to all. Thank you again for being here. It's now the turn of our CEO, Javier Fernandez, to give you the welcome, and will encourage you all to access 2022.
Thank you, Claudia. Welcome everybody, and thank you very much for joining us today. Bienvenidos a todo el mundo, a los hispanos. Bonjour à tout le monde de la France e bem-vindos ao pessoal do Brasil e de Portugal. Unfortunately, I don't speak all the other languages from other countries, but let's continue in English. Let me tell you that the company was founded 10 years ago, and we have been working very hard in designing environmental monitoring products. So testing the devices in the market for a long time in many applications. Up to last year, we launched the new Kunak Air Pro. This new device, we have included here all the innovations and try to solve all the challenges of air quality monitoring. And that's why, as we are very confident about the accuracy and reliability of the product, we have started our internationalization process. The sensor-based air quality market is going to grow dramatically in the following years, and now I think we are in the best position to win together this new market. That's why our strategy is to grow with our partner network, and that's what this is the reason you are here with us. So hopefully, I hope your time today is going to be profitable, and for sure we are here to support you during all this time as much as we can to make great business together. So thank you very much, everyone, for attending today the webinar.
Thank you, Javier, for your welcoming. The purpose of this business-oriented session is to tell you why together we can become the best strategic allies to face the growing need to monitor the environment and how we can lead this new era of environmental monitoring. For that reason, we want you to leave this session confident about Kunak provides the most accurate and reliable air quality solutions in the market. Our partners are a benchmark for environmental monitoring and find strong business synergies with Kunak. Working together, we will cooperate in a co-winning business relationship, and therefore, we will share good experiences and economic benefits, of course. So, apart from aiming to lead the transition to zero pollution, the concern we all have is how we might generate large but accurate data. The market demands us to provide reliable and real-time information to make easier the decision-making process. There are even other needs like hyperlocal monitoring, large network deployment, or cost-efficient issues that require supplementary system. So if we undertake an overview of the current status of the air quality instruments, the reference and equivalent requires significant infrastructure and trained personnel to operate them. They provide high accuracy data because they use specific reference methods, of course. Then we have the portable instruments, less expensive and smaller than the reference instrument, and they provide good accuracy and moderate data collection. They are able to control the aiming condition as the reference station. You should all know that. At the end of the line, obviously, we have personal exposure sensors. This is simply a very low-cost business-to-customer solution without major need of accuracy or technical knowledge. Finally, the markets find the sensor-based air quality sensor as the ideal technology and complement to operate and get accurate info, obtain lots of data in hyperlocal, and they are not also as cost-efficient solution. However, we are aware that the air quality sensor-based instruments have issues and limitations, right? So according to the World Meteorological Organization, this technology can be affected by environmental condition effects due to abrupt temperature changes and transient humidity, baseline and sensitivity drift over the time, which require regular calibration, cross sensitivities also between gases and from other common atmospheric compounds. And on the other hand, there is a lack of normative and regulation because there is not enough information on how to test these types of devices to ensure the proper performance. Now, it is clear that each market has different needs. So at niche market levels, we identify different challenges is in interesting segments that require tailored solutions, joint operations, and flexible integration. In fact, we work with pragmatic customers. They are sustainable infrastructure operators that not only require innovation but practicality in their activities, which force us to provide them creditworthiness and confidence to adaptable and versatile solutions. In this context, for instance, in wastewater treatment plants, we provide sensors adapted to detect early odors episodes at very low concentrations. In ports, we made possible the easy platform integration through API REST. And in traffic, we provide air quality networks with continuous and real-time monitoring that helps municipalities also to determine the low emission zones. So living the utopian dream, the perfect solution should be oriented to provide cost-effective technology, good proven performance, manage accurate data, have a scalable product, and the possibility, of course, to offer new services. So after several years designing and deploying smart air quality stations all over the world, we have created Kunak Pro, designed to solve all the life cycle challenges of an air quality product. Its multi-port and cutting-edge design allows its easy operation and maintenance and covers all the needs of every environmental project. This includes a smart cartridge sensor, which a plug-and-play technology, traceable quality control and assurance, and reusable parts to make it sustainable. In addition, it has connector for external weather sensor, which together with its solar panel and real-time wireless data transmission makes the Kunak Pro the most advanced air quality monitoring station in the market. Thanks to our bidirectional air quality monitoring software, the Kunak Cloud, we provide operational environmental intelligence to help professionals to manage and understand air quality data. It's been designed for ensuring client satisfaction with scalability and third-party integration via API REST, allowing the users to visualize the operations, detect errors and incidents, set alarms, unlock traceability, calibrate remotely, validate and report data, computer-based maintenance management system, and multi-parametric analysis, among other features. So having said that, today, Kunak counts on 17 talented members, more than 60 clients in 20 countries, patent pending, awarded by USAPA, awarded by European Commission, and awarded as the most accurate multi-pollutant sensor. Kunak provides success in air quality monitoring, such as is the case of the following reference. In ports, for example, is being deployed 25 Kunak Air devices for air quality network in the Balearic Islands to monitor port emissions, as well as 5 units more in the port of Bilbao to monitor in real-time particle emissions and meteorological parameters. In the industrial perimeters and others, we have also as a sex story in wastewater treatment plants. We supply Kunak Air systems to evaluate hydrogen supply in different parts of the scrubbing process. Wind sensors also were used to know speed and direction of pollution process. In urban air quality, we recently deployed an air quality network of 10 Kunak Air Pro stations in the City Council of Albacete, Spain. That includes visible information to inform citizens and pedestrians in real time with the purpose of monitoring the levels of air pollution and noise also, as well as this allows the authorities to create low emission zones. Then we have works and demolitions. Due to the new regulations in Madrid, Spain, to control emission from works and demolitions, Kunak supplied 5 Kunak Air to the Vicente Calderón Stadium. as environmental monitoring solution to ensure the air quality in the zone where the works were carried out. In research and consultancy in Belgium, for example, with the Inter-University Microelectronics Center, we provide 20 Kunak Air devices to monitor local sampling at different locations and over the time. A perfect timing to show that sensor-based stations are suitable complements for reference instruments. Also, we participated in the Wildland File Sensor Challenges organized by US EPA in 2018. And we've been awarded with honorable mention for presenting an improved system on pollutants early decision. In sports and health, through the World Athletics, we have deployed a global air quality monitoring network on others athletic tracks in order to provide real-time information and to know its correlation with the athlete's performance. So now is the time for my colleague Edurne, the Chief Scientific Officer of Kunak, that she will elaborate for you the regulation context of air quality sensor-based station.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much, Claudia, for your introduction. I am going to explain you some regulations and evaluations carried out in this type of technology, in these sensor-based air quality stations. So as you may know already, there are several regulations for official stations, for reference stations. I saw you in the presentation two of them, the European Air Quality Directive, and in the case of the USA, there is a federal regulation as well for reference or equivalent instruments to monitor air quality. However, there is a lack of evaluations or protocols to monitor for the air quality sensor-based instruments. However, several proposals or protocols have been carried out, so efforts have been carried out for different institutions or certification bodies. And here I show you some of them, not all of them. So, for instance, we have in Europe, the Working Group 42 has developed a technical specification to evaluate and to certify gases in the case of the sensor-based technology. And we are members of this working group, and we are developing at the same now the one for the technical specification for particles. On the other hand, the US EPA has developed two protocols for evaluation of ozone and PM2.5. And here in France, in Europe, we have INERIS, a certification body that has created their own certification for sensor-based technology, but only for NO2 and PM2.5. And the one of Air Paris has done in the last years, which is the AirLab Challenge, in which they have a protocol to evaluate and show the performance of gases and particles. In USA as well, we have another one, the AccuSpec. Maybe some of you already know. A lot of manufacturers has going through it, and they evaluate gases and particles. And we have in the UK another one for all to 35 particles, which is MFERS. So now I'm going to show you some of the efforts that Kunak has carried out. Sorry. So here, for instance, with the EPA, they have 3 Kunak Air Pro currently, and they were installed in 3 different places during the last half year from May of 2021. When we are working to pass these protocols for ozone and PM2.5 with them. and as well as testing these protocols with them, because they are at the same time validating this protocol, okay? So we are helping them at the same time that we are passing these protocols, this certification. Then we have gone through the IRLab 2 years in a row, and well, as you might know, we won the award as the most accurate multipollutant sensor the last October in IRLab, so we are very proud about this. We passed as well the AccuSpec evaluations. There is a report showing all results, comparing with other manufacturers, and if you want to know more information about this, don't hesitate to ask me. I will share with you this report. It is in the Kunak web as well. You might find there, and you can read it there. And if you have any questions, you can ask me without any problem. And I saw there another evaluation that we are passing now, the quant evaluation in the UK. And when I saw you some results there, well, it's now under development, and we are going through them as well. But, well, I want to focus on this technical specification, which was published 2 weeks ago for gases, and all the efforts that we are carrying out to pass the laboratory test that this technical specification shows, as well as the field test, okay? So, well, I show you here some testings that we are carried out here in the lab, and at the same time, we are in conversations with several certification bodies in Europe to see the next steps that they are going to carry out during these months once the technical specification has been published. So to be the first or one of the first manufacturers to pass these certifications. And taking the advantage of this laboratory test that we have been testing, in which we have been found several challenges that we are sharing as well. This knowledge that we have with these certification bodies, we have created a calibration certificate of Kunak sensor. So you have this possibility as well, okay, to have this calibration certificate of the different cartridges. And well, finally, regarding the field test, the technical specification use the expanded uncertainty as a data quality criteria, okay, to see if the performance of the data are good enough. They are using for the reference instruments as well as for these sensor-based air quality instruments. Well, I show you here an example of in Sweden. Well, some important aspect that I want you to know is, okay, it's important to show some results when you are carrying out any field test as the R-square and the linear regression, but maybe they are not enough to show the good performance of the sensors. And we include as well, we encourage you as well to show the importance of the expanded uncertainty, okay, to the final user. And as well other parameters as the accuracy. In this case, we use as accuracy parameter the mean absolute error. So what I want to know from here is all the parameters useful to see the performance of the sensors, of the measures monitored by Kunak. Please, I'm here to answer you any questions that you have. In case you have any doubts or you want to comment anything about the performance of the sensors, doubts that other final users may have, I'm here to solve all these doubts. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Adorno, for your presentation. So, today Kunak has official representation in UK, France, Sweden, Denmark, Portugal, Brazil, Mexico, India, Philippines, and South Korea. And we are on ongoing conversations with Benelux, Switzerland, Greece, Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, Southeast Asia, Middle East, Australia, USA, Mexico, Peru, Uruguay, Colombia, Chile, and Argentina. But the truth is that we have come this far along, but we need you. And we would like to count on your support to keep growing and extend our distribution network around the world. The air quality market, as Javier said, is a high growing market. In fact, according to official reports, having as driver the rise of air pollution, the awareness of its effects, and new regulatory framework, the air quality global market will grow 7% annually. And it is estimated that air quality for smart cities will grow 34% annually in the next 5 years. So we want to be part of that. And in regards or commercial commercial assistance for your partners, the partners of Kunak, we can assist you to continuous training, pre-sales activities, support in response to tenders, post-sales activities with our support team, digital marketing content per country, and joint events and customer visits. At the end, we will keep you updated on the latest developments and products, of course. And allow me to introduce you the team. Edurne Ibarrola is of Chief Scientific Director. As you know her, she is in charge of data performance and all related to gases and particulate matter. Albert Lacasa, who is the support manager, he will be in charge of the technical issues in hardware and software. Then is Nicky Liseta, or marketing manager. He will be in charge of providing all the marketing content you all need. And of course, myself, the export manager, to be in charge of the issues of international sales. Now, it's time to tell you all, to take advantage of this time together, that you all have available a partner pack. This is commercial material like promo videos, the catalog that is an upcoming updates at the end of first quarter of this year, brochures, success stories, one per market segment as we discussed before, blog articles, and technical materials like datasheet, manuals in PDF, in HTML, with automatic translation. That is important for each country. Quick start guides, CE and FCC documents, purchase and rental terms and conditions, cloud software SaaS agreement, and all you need in regards to technical material. Then for performance, we have collocation field studies. These appear in our web session as trials and tests. It's important for you, I know. And finally, we have a support center to know if you have seen the space in our website. There is a help center where you can find all the video tutorials, all blogs and technical articles. This is useful for your commercial management. And well, we have been waiting for this moment, right? The commercial offer we have for you in 2022. You should know that Kunak is been preparing new releases in software and hardware. We've been working on a new firmware for particulate matter that delivers high accuracy for PM1, PM2.5, and PM10. In fact, our last field test comparing to Palaspira's measurements are pretty similar to the equivalent instrument. On another note, for second quarter, we have scheduled the release of new features for Kunak Cloud. These are heat map layers, wind wraps such as pollution roses, and polar pros to display in home section. Useful tools to know the pollution sources. In addition, we will include an adjustable location section for filtering and sorting environmental data in specific spots. But I could tell you more details about it in another section. In the same second quarter, we plan to release a small version of the Kunak Air Pro. This is a small version of an air quality station because Kunak aim to position the Kunak solution in industrial markets and urban areas that demand, of course, large network monitoring and need only 2 gases plus particulate matter. Cartridges are the same as Kunak Air Pro, but for particulate matter, we'll be integrating a low-cost sensor. We'll call it Kunak Elite. Finally, between the third and fourth quarter, Kunak will be improving sensor measurements in the highest temperatures, and we'll apply a specific improvement for carbon dioxide to enhance its performance below 0 degrees. Also, new cartridges will be launched, such as methane, and the rest of new gases portfolio will depend on the market application demand and among other interesting opportunities you come up. Now, Miguel is going to give us some closing remarks.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here with us today. I hope that next year we can invite you and meet in person. First of all, thanks to Claudia for making sure that we could all meet today, and also for putting together all the nice materials. I would like just to share some ideas for a wrap up and some next steps before we go into the Q&A that Edurne and Javier will try to clarify. First, why we think now is the moment. Well, Javier and Claudia have given already some ideas. The CAGR of the sensor-based technology is expected to grow 12% from last year to the 27, and 60% only for cities. Why is this happening? There are several drivers. First, we see, and I hope you share this idea, that the regulatory market is starting to accept this technology. Also that there are plenty of non-regulatory use cases in smart cities, sustainable mobility, green ports related to climate change. Even not only Kunak, other manufacturers are doing spectacular projects in, as you know, in London and in the US. And also there are many opportunities coming from research, from European funds, from GPA grants now that are funneling great investments towards this sensor-based technology. So why we think that Kunak is the right choice? Because we have created the best product market fit for this category, this new category of near reference outdoor sensor-based multi-pollutant stations, and also the segmentation that the cartridge technology and the environmental sounds, external sounds allows us to capture a big part of both these regulatory and these non-regulatory new markets. And we are ready to scale. We have the best performance results, we have the awards, we have the evidence of the performance, we have nice flagship projects. We have inside information, some lobby power related to these certifications and type approvals. As you know, as some of you know, we have some seats in some of the working groups developing these norms. And we have a very interesting business model for us and for you with recurrency based on the software fees, on the services that the software tools allow you to provide to your clients, on the replacement of the cartridges and even its circular business model and the calibration of such. Finally, how we think we can do this together, but it's your call, it's your market. So for us, you are our heroes. You know better than us how your markets, what your markets value, how should we do things. We are ambitious and we feel really honored to work with you. So in the next weeks, what we will try to do is to co-create with you your country plans so that we have a clear idea of what you expect from us and what we can do in each of the markets. We will try to provide you with the right sales assistant, with tender prescription materials, with every kind of technical assistance from Edurne, from Alvaro, from myself, from Claudia. For example, we will go through some, as Edurne commented, we will go through some new tests this year. So we, of course, will share the results with you. We are ready to continue creating content related with air quality, with the technology, with the use cases, applications, niches, needs of your clients. So we need your insights, your feedback to make sure that the content we are creating and distributing in our own channels and we will share with you is aligned with those topics, with those concerns of your clients and yourselves. We will be in some trade fairs and congresses. We have some capacity to be with you in those that you consider important in your country. Please let us know which are the main events, where are the clients going to be, when we can meet them together and clarify these technical issues and questions. We will invest in digital marketing. We have a nice SEO strategy, and we need to know how to collaborate with you and use your web pages, and you can use our web page. So together we should be able to position our brands in your market. And we have the intention to visit some clients with you as well during the year. Could it be in the trade fairs, in the congresses, or in commercial visits for projects, proof of concepts, or whatever you need. And finally, of course, the training, which many of you have already started with us. We are going to develop the training materials, and we are ready to, of course, for remote sessions. We would love to have you here at our premises to let you touch our products and learn firsthand. And if possible, when needed, we will be happy to go to your premises to train your technical staff or your commercial staff. So this is the idea. Thank you very much for your attention. And now I think we have some time to go to the Q&A. I think there are a couple of questions that Ulises raised, at least, no? And maybe Edurne wants to take the chance to clarify.
Yes, I can clarify them. Well, I will read them, okay, and I will answer them. Well, Ulises, you asked about what is the current RS square for PM10 particle counter. Okay, during these last months, we have improved the performance of our OPC, of the particle sensor. We are going to launch a new firmware with these new corrections and all the improvements that we have carried out in the PM sensor. We are glad to say that the R square that we obtained with this new improvements for PM10, sorry, are close to around 0.7 and 0.9 with a slope close to 1. For PM2.5 and PM1, it's around 0.9 against a Palas Fidas. So the performance is very, very similar as a Palas Fidas. And we have been testing this in several environments, for instance, in Sweden and in Belgium with very high humidities. And we have solved the humidity problem that this type of particle sensors have. But the same, if you want, we are going to prepare as well a report explaining all of this, and I will share this with all of this report with the performance of the particle sensors. I will share with you, okay? Well, the Orion Europe asked about, do you have similar graphs for the other parameters? Yes, of course we have. We have carried out a lot of different field test comparisons, and you can find some of them in the web page, okay? I can share with you where you can find them. And in case you want some specific field test in a specific environment, I can share with you as well. We have been carried out field tests all around the world, actually, in different environments. Another questions of Ulises, you ask about, do you expect this type of electrochemical sensors to be approved by US EPA soon? Okay, as I say, the US EPA have developed a protocol to certify ozone and PM2.5, and they have 3 of our devices, not only that we pass this protocol and say that we have passed this protocol of the US EPA, but also they are validating these protocols with our devices, okay? So we hope that they have been deployed in the last place in Idaho for 3 months. We are now talking with them to see the next steps and to finish these evaluations and to get this certification by the US EPA. Okay, Daniel Chavez, the calibration of the sensors that are installed in the field, who does the calibration, the user or in Spain? Okay, our operational proceeding is we carried out a factory calibration here at Kunak. We are testing them, all the sensors against a cold device which has been collocated with our reference stations here in Spain. But as you know, the ambient conditions affect this technology, so we have this calibration tool in which you can calibrate the baseline and the span, okay? For the calibration, there are 2 options. The final user or even yourself can do it using the calibration tool, or there is a service, so we can do this calibration, okay? But this is a this must be explained in another webinar more in detail, or in person with all of you in a specific training, because it's very, very technical and it takes a lot of time to explain all the calibration procedure. So if you want more information about this, please contact me, and we can carry out any calibration training or whatever you need, okay? Okay. Another question. I think I cannot, because I see a lot of questions now. I don't know if we have time to solve all of them now in the webinar, but I will try, okay? Ulises asked about how does the Kunak Pro work for outdoor temperatures about 45 degrees or dry places, cities. Okay, we have been testing these devices in some countries, as for instance, we have been carried out some testings in Doha with temperatures higher over 40 degrees. Okay, what happens is that the optimal temperature range that we propose for the sensors, and you can find in the catalogs, is until 40 degrees, but for the optimal performance. So over 40 degrees, they will have more error. But I want to say here that regarding high temperatures and another issue that these sensors have in some of the environments and the humidity transients, this fast change of humidity in a short period, and we are carried out a lot of research regarding this, and we are gonna, in few months, we are gonna improve the performance of the sensors at high temperatures and when these humidity transients take place. And well, I will share with you as well the results that we got from this, okay? Okay. Soren said that most of your posts on LinkedIn are in Spain, which makes it difficult for us to share. Could you post in English too?
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
Claudia,
of
please
course.
ask. Yes.
Yeah, that's my answer. Yeah, of course. In fact, we are trying to post in both Spanish and English, the same information. So maybe that's why you have seen some Spanish text and post. And the following question is from Orin Europe. The presentation referred to patent pending. It is referred to what specifically? It refers to the plug and play technology for the sensor gases or cartridges. Yeah. Is there any future development for a portable multi-gas monitor? At this moment, no. At this moment, no. There is no future development for that because we are focused on the small versions and new more features to improve our Kunak cloud. And the last question that I see is that implementation, including an outdoor panel, was a custom-made product, or it is offered as an optional already made configuration. Um, I mean the implementation of the solar panel, or do you mean the equipment? Because I don't seem very clear that question to answer it right now. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that time is running out right now, and we have arrived to the end of the presentation. So if you have um, some more questions to ask, then just send an email and we will come back to you as soon as we can. Thank you all for joining us today, and we'll expect a success 2022. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care. We can take a family picture maybe. We're so happy to see you, even those who are in maybe 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. in Asia. We're so happy to see you. Okay, Claudia, we can finish now. Yeah.